if you watch this video, can you please subscribe and hit the like button and turn on the notification bell? And also, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to be eating cinders, chicken Cinderella by Jan Brett. Hope you enjoy. Okay, snow on the outside, feather friends on the inside. But every evening, Tasha took oats to little Cinders and the other chickens in the older tower. This evening, a blizzard was raging, and Tasha had to struggle through the wind and snow to get there. Inside, the old biddy Largessa and her daughters, Pecky and Bossy, pushed Cinders out of the way and ate up the oats before Cinders had any. She hid under the wood stove. Tasha lifted her gently onto her lap and fed her. After all the chickens were cared for, Tasha tried to leave, but snow had piled up against the door. Her father was traveling and wouldn't be home until the next day. She curled up near the warm stove. As soon as Tasha fell asleep, a warm glow filled the room and the hen house came to life. The chickens clucked and gossiped until Largessa, that big know-it-all, pranced out of the shadows with an invitation to a ball. "Darling," she trilled, "it will be more than a ball. Prince Cockle is sure to be looking for a princess bride." She winked and poked Pecky and Bossy. "Time to get ready," she cackled with delight. Cinders, lace my lacings and shine my slippers," Pecky ordered. "Bring my warm scrub to my toes," Bossy bellowed. "Do me first," Largessa ordered. "Trim my tail feathers and fetch my jewelry box." Cinders didn't know where to start. The primping and fluffing, shining and smoothing seemed to go on for hours. Would she ever have time to get herself ready for the ball? What would she wear? She began to wonder if she could even go. The snow stopped and the moon shone a path through the window. The chickens, dressed in all their finery, flew off to the ice palace, all except Cinders. She looked down at her wet feathers and frayed wingtips and started to cry. Suddenly, the long stove flared into the light. Flew a beautiful, silky hen Cinders had ever seen before. "I'm here to get you ready for the ball," the Silky promised. And she brushed Cinders with her wand. Cinders found herself wearing a splendid silver sarafan dress where ashes had covered her feathers. A silver sheen sparkled on her feet were the loveliest crystal slippers, and in a basket nearby, one of the white eggs glowed in the silvery sheen on her dress. Next, the Silky rolled out a pumpkin. She culled the pigeons on the rafters and pulled some mice out from under the floorboards. Lastly, she summoned 3 ducks. Then she brushed them all with her wand. pumpkin became a fine sleigh, the pigeons elegant footman, and the mice in a matching light livery drove the trochea of ducks all in gilt harness. As they glided away through the wintry glade toward the ice palace, the Silky called out to Cinders, "My magic will only work until midnight. When the ice clock chimes 12, everything will be as before." And I'm sorry if I'm reading some of the words wrong. I'm just in 3rd grade, and yeah. At the palace, the ball was beginning. Largessa pushed her daughters to the front of the gave Pecky a shove. The prince, ever the gentleman, caught her before she fell. She looked up into his eyes, swooning the way Largessa taught her. Once all the guests were announced, Pecky and Bossy stayed close to the prince, keeping him away from the pretty young pullets. The door opened one more time. Everyone looked to see the last guest could be. Cinders stepped daintily into the ballroom, her eyes sparkling, her head held high. No one recognized the little hen. Prince Cockerel went forward to meet this beautiful mystery guest. How could not take his eyes off her? Prince Cinders. The Silky peeked through the window. Prince Cockerel leading Cinders onto the dance floor. The prince never left her for a moment. When she crowed and she cooed, he was the handsome prince, she was the dazzling princess. Oh. There you go, and it actually opens. That's cool. Oh, and this side opens too. The pullets, the hens, the cockerels, and the roosters all wondered who would get the graceful hen could be as she swirled around to the music. And I guess here's the other side, because it opened too. Okay, now to the next page. I'm sorry. The hour grew late. Dark clouds moved in and covered the moon. Okay, covered the moon. The ice clock began to chime. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cinders turned away and flew out the door. 5, 6, 7, 8. She fluttered against the gate, losing her crystal slipper. 9, 10, 11, 12. The little gray hen felt herself growing lighter as her silver dress turned into her old frock. I don't know what that is, sorry. She was covered in ashes just like before. The spell was broken. She flew home as she settled on her nest until the stove began before the stove flack returned. The next morning, the chickens twittered and clucked, wondering who the beautiful mystery guest was and why she had flown away suddenly. They heard the sound of bugles and light from the stove lit up the tower. In came the prince, carrying a crystal slipper and Cinder's egg, nestled in its basket. "I will travel to the ends of the earth until I find the one who wears the slipper and lays the silvery eggs. She's my true love,